guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you guys how to make Pate Kode or Haitian pan-fried patties. So for the filling I have about 2 cups of shredded cabbage, and I have some smoked herring. These are pretty salty fish, guys, so you might want to boil them for like 10 minutes or just soak them overnight in some water. And once that's done, I will be using my pilon to kind of beat it down so it can look something like this. And I have 2 sliced hot dogs here, and I have about half a cup of diced onions and half a Maggie cube and 1/4 teaspoon of dried thyme, and I'll be using about half a teaspoon of my Haitian spice. And I will also be using some habanero pepper, but you don't have to use it if you don't like heat. That's totally up to you. And I will be using 2 eggs, so I will boil 2 eggs and use in my filling. So for the dough, as I make the dough, I'll tell you guys the exact measurement that I use. So let's get cooking, guys. Okay guys, I'll start by adding 1 tablespoon of olive oil to a pan to start frying my cabbage. So now I'll go ahead and dump my onions. And put in my cabbage. Okay, I'll go ahead and put a little bit of Maggie cube in there, not too much. And now we want to saute this for 2 to 3 minutes. See, it's pretty much done. It's still crispy, it's not soggy at all. So now I'll move on to the hot dog and the smoked herring. So I'll add about half a tablespoon, and I'll add my hot dog and my thyme, and I also add 1/4 teaspoon of my Haitian spice, and to that I'll add some habanero peppers, and just saute it for a good 2 to 3 minutes. I like sauteing everything separate. You can definitely saute them together if you'd like. Everything is pretty much to your own liking. And you guys, this is just the way I love making mine. Everybody make these different in Haiti. And in the same pan, I use that to saute my smoked herring. Just for a minute. And then once my eggs are done, I'll go ahead and take the shell out and start the pate process. Okay, let's move on to making our dough. Okay, for the dough, I'll be using 2 cups of flour, just like so, and half cup of water with half a teaspoon of salt in it, and half teaspoon of baking powder. And now we're gonna add our water to the flour, nice and slow. With clean hands, you want to mix it to make a nice soft dough. This would be the same way to make dumplings, you guys. If you have a mixer, you can definitely use a mixer to make this, but I like to feel my dough to see how soft my dough is. You can see my dough is pretty sticky. So I just keep kneading it. And I'll add a little more flour. If you ever made pizza, you want this to be the texture of a pizza dough, basically. Okay. Now I'll sprinkle some flour on my surface to kind of knead the dough. Okay, now I'll cut some section of my dough. I'll make it into 8 pieces. I might not have enough for 8, but we'll see. Well, I do. Okay, now you need a rolling pan. We're gonna take each piece and roll them into the form of our patties. This is where you get your arm workout. And the size of your patties, you guys, is totally up to you. Okay, next you want to take your filling. I'll just take a spoon, take a teaspoon of cabbage and some hot dogs in there. And I'll add a little smoked herring. My husband only likes his with eggs and cabbage. He don't like mixing hot dogs with eggs. So now just take it and fold it over and squeeze the side to make sure it's nice and sealed. Just like so. And I'll take some of the excess out, just so it can be nice and pretty. Just like that. Now I'll go ahead and use a fork and just make some designs on the side. Just like that. So with the eggs, it's pretty much the same process. Just put your eggs with some cabbage inside, or you can put some smoked herring with your eggs if you like. So it's pretty much the same filling, whatever filling you want to put inside. So I'll go ahead and finish making the rest, and I'll come back and we start frying these babies. Okay, it's time to check to see if my oil is ready. I went ahead and took a piece of dough and I'll just drop it right in there, and we're looking for a sizzle, and that's what I got. As you guys can see, it started sizzling, so I know that my oil is ready. So I'll take one of the Pate Kode and drop it right in. I'll try to see if I can fit a couple in there. Okay, now we're gonna let this fry until it gets to a medium golden brown color. Okay, now you want to turn it over to the other side very carefully. Just like so. And let the other side fry it until it gets to the same color. to make sure that inside my patty is fully cooked, I'm gonna take a knife and just poke in my patty. Just make random holes. And turn it over and do the same to the other side. And let it fry for about 30 seconds once you do this. This one is pretty much done. I'll go ahead and remove it from the oil. And this one is pretty much done as well. I'll remove it. Now I'll go ahead and make the rest of my pate kode and come back and show you guys the finished product. Okay guys, we are done with our pate kode Haitian homemade patties. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share this video if it was helpful to you, and comment down below. Please let me know if there's anything you guys would like to see me make on my channel. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I love you guys for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye. The seeds out, and then I'll cut them into some cubes, throw them in my blender, and we start the juicing. Okay, so I went ahead and put my papaya